Here we go, Vegas. We've got Vinny, we've got Zezas, and we have our very first match happening right now. Pre-bands getting locked in.
I'm really interested to see who's going to get the Water Twin Angel and who's going to be getting the Chandra in this matchup.
But looks like Hagang and Ragdoll going to be catching some bans right here. Vinny has the first pick.
I wonder if Vinny will be going Oliver, or Vinny's going to take Water Twin Angel away from Zezas. Water Twin Angel being Zezas' fastest unit.
Oh, and there it is. Vinny does take the Water Twin Angels away from him.
That's okay.
It's going to be.
That means Zezas will get the Cigar and Chandra.
Ooh, we're going with a 33 speed lead instead. So Vanessa and Cigar coming out here for Zezas. Vinny very quick to slam down that Velajul.
Yes, Velajul very strong in this matchup and has great synergy with Water Twin Angel because Water Twin Angel is able to boost the Velajul and Velajul can boost the whole team.
Very interesting change of events here. I feel like we're watching SWC of years ago. We get a Ciara and an Okeanos popping out now.
And this is where Zezas plays really good because he's able to take a turn 2, take your volatility, and come back with a response.
Yep, definitely Zezas locking in a Chroma and a Jehoshaphat. And then we're going to get that Kinky coming out for Vinny here.
Kinky works a little bit harder. It's a good counter to Akroma, but not so good against Josephine. So we got to watch out for this Josephine. A good counter for Kinky, also a good counter for the multiple stuns that Vinny brought. I like that switch. Good
switch right there. So we're getting Velajul, we're getting the Fire Monkey King locked in for Vinny. Heavy on the side of fire right now for Vinny.
Yeah, this is when Zezas is in his bag, when he could bring out the turn 2 unit, also bring out another heavy damage dealer to take your first turn volatility and counter back and kill one of your units. Great drafting by Zezas, great Chow last pick. Chow is a great pick here because as units die, Chow gets incremental value. And once a few units die on the field, that's when you see Chow's real damage come out.
Yeah, I think Chow was an excellent pivot there for that last pick from Zezas. Let's see what these bans are going to be. We're really ticking that clock down here. And Velajul is going to be catching ban. The 33 speed lead, Vanessa's catching ban. 24 speed lead for Vinny and a 44 HP lead for Zezas. Here we go, guys! We have our first match right here, Zezas Vinny. Let's kick things off with the Water Twin Angels.
Now Zezas going to have to look forward to try to finish off that Chow because even though it looks like Sierra counters the Chow, but actually Chow does really good into Sierra because the Sierra could pop out a unit and gives Chow's Justice tons of damage.
Yeah, beautiful reset goes on top of the Josephine. Bomb is going to be landing on top of Cigar. Big third skill, he chooses Detonate, gets a nice stun there as well. Of course, additional turns going to be happening with Ciara. Ciara's like a little bit of attack bar on top of Josephine.
Yeah, right now all eyes on Josephine, seeing if Josephine procs, and if Josephine procs, it's going to be really hard for Vinny to come back from this match.
Yeah, beautiful science landing on top of that Ciara, really slowing that unit down after getting the additional turn from before. No stun's going to be landing on top of Okeanos. Big Chow damage going into Ciara. Ciara handled that pretty well.
That was a huge no stun from Josephine. Josephine's skill 1, always critting, but unable to stun the Okeanos. Now Okeanos can lay down tons of damage, almost finishing off the Cigar.
Yeah, nice rain of stone damage. I think I saw it in the 3K range, but the Cigar is going to be dropping here. That is going to be boosting Chow's damage, so Chow is going to be pumping a little bit more damage as this match continues.
That's good proc by Josephine. Now Josephine has the passive back up.
Oh, beautiful provoke does land on top of Okeanos. Okeanos going to turn stun from that Josephine. We've got CR. She is silenced at the moment, but no additional turns going to be popping out there.
Now is when you see all these anti-crits start coming up from Chroma's passive.
Yeah, Chroma is taking a lot of damage. It's a unit that usually we know to be very, very tanky, very thick, causing a lot of problems here. But it looks like Vinny is doing all right, but he does miss a very big bomb on top of Josephine.
Huge bomb resist, but he also got the bomb back because now he has a proc, and next turn he's going to have the bomb up.
He's got to land that silence on top of Ciara. Does land that silence. Looking for a nice little stun here, potentially on Rumel Trudai out there, the Water Twin Angels on the left side.
Right now is actually when Zezas plays the best game. He'll take your volatility and and start winning from here.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Keep in mind, Chow, he's going to be producing just more and more damage as this match does progress here. So let's see what happens with Water Twin Angels. No threat skills available. A little bit of attack bar pushback going out on top of Chow. We've got Fire Monkey putting that Akroma away. Additional turn from Ciara here.
I do feel like Vinny might have misplayed it a little bit or time ran out because he chose to reset the Sierra while having 2 turns silence on the Sierra.
Yeah, Josephine laying the stuns down on top of Okeanos and Ciara. Third skills are now available right here. Keep in mind, Fire Monkey's going to be moving right after. Look for the defense break. Does land that defense break. This is going to be enough to drop that Josephine. Looking for that killer. Does get that kill.
Yeah, Zezas trying to finish off that Sierra. Once that Sierra is down, Chao still has a comeback chance.
Chao definitely has some comeback chance here, guys. This could be very, very exciting. But keep in mind, Fire Monkey King tends to not care about elements whatsoever. So let's see what happens. We do have a little bit of attack bar pushback here.
You know what other unit doesn't care about elemental? Chao.
No, that is very true. We'll see what happens. Because who knows right now, because the match is not over. I do know Zezas, he is down 3 units. He's looking to get rid of his Fire Monkey. Fire Monkey, big second scale goes out, produces so much additional turn, and again, Vinnie gets round 1 victory over Zezas. Woo!
Great victory, great victory.
That was a very good match. Well, there's your pre-bans from last time, guys. There's that Hey Gang and Ragdoll. They're now available as we get into match number 2 here. New pre-bans getting locked in right here.
Yeah, with the pre-bans coming up, I could see maybe Vinny could be angling on maybe pre-banning Speed Lead. It could be Nefties, or it could be like Water Twin Angels.
I definitely feel like a Water Twin Angels may be in the pre-ban right now, especially going around number 2 after seeing like what it had done for Vinny, who's very, very useful there. Zezas does have the next pick, so are we going to see a pre-ban of Water Twin Angels from Vinny?
I mean, there's just so many for... Yeah, Water Twin Angel. Good.
Yeah, exactly that. Now, CR is going to be catching a pre-ban there for Zezas here. Zezas has the first pick.
Zezas has the first pick. He could be angling to take Cigar, or he could just go with Chandra. So, because Water Twin Angel got pre-ban.
Oh, Cigar is going to be the first pick from Zezas. Vinny.
Great first pick. Cigar is going to bring Zezas tons of volatility and a great first turn and a good opener.
Now let's see if he chooses to break up the trio, and he is. Chandra and Veladril getting drafted by Vinny very confidently. Ooh, Zezas hovering over in a shower here with the Hey Gang.
Yeah, Chandra and Veladril means that Zezas is going to have to bring strips, and now that's why Zezas bring the shower and the Hey Gang.
Ragdoll getting drafted by Vinny right now. Let's see if he chooses to lock that unit in and bring it one other pick.
I was actually really surprised Zezas got through the pre-ban phase, but Sierra is also a great pre-ban. So
yeah, it definitely is here. Let's see what this last pick from Vinny, not last pick, but this next pick from Vinny is going to be here.
Vinny's looking at many units. If he wants to take the first turn, he also look at either a segment or Ethna, and he went with the Ethna.
Yeah, the Ethna is going to get locked in here. Zezas bringing out the potentially triple Revenge Verd or the popular double Revenge Will Verd.
It's probably going to be triple Revenge, but this is what I'm talking about. Zezas is so good at playing that turn 2. You could bring volatility, you could bring damage, you could bring control, but Zezas is going to come back with Hey Gang and Vertihill and take that second turn and get win the battle of attrition.
So Angela's going to be the last pick there from Zezas, locking that in here. I fear Zezas may not have the damage at the moment, but we'll see. But that is a very difficult team to have to navigate around. Segment is going to be the last pick, wrapping up Vinny's draft.
Yeah, Segment is a good last pick, but that also angles Vertihill Ben.
Well, speed lead's coming out here for Vinny. Defense lead for Zezas. Let's go, guys. We're getting into match number 2 with Zezas and Vinny. Let's kick things off here with, I believe, Vinny taking turn 1.
In this matchup, you're gonna all eyes is on the Edge Shower. If the Edge Shower performs, then Zezas is gonna be easy win for Zezas. So let's protect the Edge Shower team.
Huge defense break on the Angela. Angela's got a little bit of work to do to get herself back in action here. Glancing is applied, but we do have third skill from Veladril. AoE Cleanse is coming out.
Ragdoll being so strong because it accidentally crit, boosted the Veladril, and now Veladril could cleanse the whole team.
Very, very fortunate for Vinny indeed. We've got that HUD going out on the Ethna. Ethna being probably one of the not as tanky units on this field. Does get a slow on top of that Hey Gang.
Violent Chandra, but also now the Edge Shower is going to silence the Veladril, and that might be a misplay hugging the Ethna this early.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what Shower's going to be doing right now. We have all skills available. We can. A lot of healing going out on Angela. If we get a defense break, we do finally land that defense break on the Chandra. Ooh, nice additional turn from Cigar. Lands that provoke, capitalizing on the defense break, sitting on top of the Chandra here.
I thought Vinny could have held back the hug a little bit and waited for him to take a turn, but now Chandra has the hug back up again because he's on violence.
Silence from skill 2 does land on top of the Ethna. You can see Ethna really taking some big damage. Another additional turn coming from Cigar. Cigar's able to drop that Chandra.
Yeah, Angela providing a great counter against Ethna because Angela provides AoE shield, and when Ethna does skill 2, half of Ethna's health will deplete down to 0.
Let's see this damage from Ragdoll. Oh, and the additional turn does drop the main damage from Zezas.
huge proc. However, he still has Angela on the field, and Angela does really good into a F-Nup.
It really does, and we've got defense breaks coming from Zagari to provide that for his team to try to capitalize on a little bit of damage here, but you can really tell Vinny wants to get rid of that unit next.
Yes, Vinny does want to get rid of that unit, but that's when Angela excels. Every time he focuses damage on Angela, look at Ethna's HP slowly dwindling down from the shield damage.
Yep, exactly. That provoke is going to be landing on top of the Ethna. Defense break sitting on top of this Cigar. Big damage right there. No additional turn coming from the Ragdoll.
Yeah, really lucky that Zezas got the AoE stun, but he could have held back the AoE stun because he knows that Vinny's immunity is on 1 turn cooldown.
Yeah, Veldrew looking for the strip on the shield, and it does land that on top of the Cigar. Cigar looking to finish off that Ethna. Ethna is going to be dropping here. A little bit of attack bar, no despair stun onto the Veldrew. Nice additional turn once again coming out of Ragdoll. More damage coming towards Cigar.
Yeah, right now he has to land the reset on Bella, or Bella's just going to grant immunity on the whole team.
Ooh, Cigar gets that defense break onto the Ragdoll, and a despair stun going up to Ragdoll as well. You can kind of get a little fearless going after that unit, knowing that's provoked, stunned up, defense broken, a lot of damage. We are in torrent range right now, and I think Zezas wants to do something about this Ragdoll before it is too late. Second skill is going to be healing up that Ragdoll just a little bit, and the defense break does get cleansed on top of Cigar.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge provoke. That accidentally crit, and we're just going to see what's going on.
Shields are coming up here. Needs to land this provoke on top of Ragdoll.
No.
Doesn't land the provoke, but he has to kill the Ragdoll here.
Wow.
Does finish off Ragdoll with that hanging. Zezas in full control now.
You can tell Zezas is really sweating about that attack bar.
He really did, and he got that round 2 victory over Vinny.
I really like Zezas' draft, how he brought Angela into Ethna, being a counter to Ethna.
Great decisions there. Let's see what happens getting to round number 3 with Zezas and Vinny. Those are your pre-bans from last time, guys. That's the Rumuel Jediah. That is the Water Twin Angels and Ciara. They are now available. New pre-bans locked in right now. Saga and Ragdoll.
Yeah, there's no way Ragdoll is going to get through the pre-ban.
Most definitely. Vinny has first pick here. Are we taking the Water Twin Angels away again?
He could go with Water Twin Angel, or he could take Chandra even.
Well, the Water Twin Angels are taken. Zezas hovering over an Ethna. Doesn't want to give that unit back to Vinny. Maybe he thought it was doing a little bit too much work there for Vinny, so he takes that unit away, takes the Haging too. Let's see what Vinny drafts here.
I am almost 90% sure Zezas' Ethna is going to be on Violent Will. Very tanky, so let's just see if he adjusted or readapted his Ethna.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. So Vinny taking his time here, really letting that clock tick down. That's definitely one of these things. We talked about this in previous SWCs as well. Utilize that clock.
Yeah, it looks
Take that pressure off yourself.
It looks like Vinny is considering maybe taking the Veldrew, so he doesn't have a Veldrew Haging combo, but he went to decided to go more aggressive with the Okeanos and Sierra.
Yeah, it worked out for him in that first round, but he's got to be careful drafting too much fire, having to deal with that Chandra later on. The Chow later on there, but I don't think we're going to see that. I know Zezas already drafting 2 water units. I don't think we're going to be seeing another water unit wrapping up as that 5th pick. Let's see what Vinny chooses to do here. Looks like turn 1 is definitely in Vinny's eyes right now. Sheer is going to be drafted.
It seems like Vinny might be overstepping the speed a little bit because he knows that Zezas is trying to take the second turn and come back and counter your team. So I'm not sure if Sheer was a good pick, and I'm glad he pivoted.
Yeah, there's that pivot into the Veldrew. Veldrew's coming out here. That's the second time we pivot into a Veldrew, so interesting decisions there by Vinny. And we have that last pick from Zezas. It is going to be Juno.
Yeah, great Juno pick as well. You know Zezas is trying to take that second turn and really relying on Haging.
Oh, there's your bans, everybody. Sonya's catching a ban. Chandra's catching a ban as well. No speed lead on the side of Zezas, but a 24 speed lead for Vinny. Let's see if the crit rate's going to be enough for Zezas to get another victory on the board. Or can Vinny get a round 3 victory? Let's find out, guys. We get into round number 3 right here.
All eyes on Okeanos to see if Okeanos gets to strip and Water Twin Angels gets to strip. He's going to boost the Veldrew. Veldrew's probably going to boost the T, and he's going to try to reset the Haging.
Yep, exactly that. So Veldrew is getting the immunity up here, boosting up his team. We've got the strip reset coming up from Okeanos to see if that is going to be
a huge reset, Stoic. If he resets the Haging, he wins the game. If he doesn't, it's going to be an uphill battle for Vinny.
He's taking his time with it as well. There's the reset. It does land the initial turns coming out as well. A little bit of poke damage coming towards the Ethna. Curious to see what this Ethna is going to be on here. But there's that bomb landing on top of Haging, looking for a detonation and an additional turn coming from Ciara.
And this is confirmed. This Ethna is a violent Ethna, so we got to be really scared about this Ethna getting several turns and proccing over and over.
So much damage landing on top of Ciara. Ciara is going to be dropped here by that Juno. Nice despair stuns landing on top of the Okeanos and the Rumuel Jediah.
Stoic, do you see how good Zezas is as taking that second turn? It doesn't matter if you take first turn, Zezas is a second turn king.
Yeah, he did really, really well here. Let's see if he can land that defense break. Vinny is trying to keep himself alive right now because it is not looking good.
Yeah, Zezas is being very carried by these second turn units that bring incremental value and boost your attack bar, like Vertihill, Heigang, and even Juno with the Revenge runes.
Yeah, I think Vinny's definitely running out of gas here because I do know that Juno is going to be very problematic for him. He's got a lot of things that he has to worry about, especially if we start seeing some violent procs coming from this Ethna, because that'll definitely be an issue. But you know what? Units are starting to drop. We just have Water Twin Angels and Villagers left over here for Vinny.
Yeah, here it doesn't look good for Vinny because we now know that the Ethna is on the slower, violent will set, and it's going to be hard to kill the Ethna.
Yeah, looking for that defense break. He's not able to get it. Any of the Spare Suns coming from the Juno landing on the Water Twin Angels. Not going to be happening here. Looking for a little bit of attack or pushback from the Heigang.
Yeah, this whole game, Vinny's been trying to kill the Ethna, but the Ethna has just too much tankiness.
Yep, it really does. I don't think there's too much Vinny can do here, but we are looking for a defense break, looking for a little bit of damage on top of the Ethna. We're going to be boosting up our team here, but I don't think Vinny's going to be cutting him here.
Zezas creating metas as we're speaking, bringing out violent units on a swift unit.
Exactly, that's Zezas with a round 3 victory here.
Great victory. We kind of saw this coming, and we knew that Zezas is going to be bringing the violent Ethna along with the speed lead and Heigang. Now let's just see how Vinny's going to adjust to Zezas' turn 2 playstyle. Maybe he could ban out one of the turn 2 units that Zezas depends on.
Nope, those are pre-bans from last time, guys. Cigar and Ragdoll, they are available as we get into match number 4. Pre-bans getting locked in right here.
Pretty sure if Vinny wants to play with a lot of his AoE strippers or Water Twin Angels, he needs to take care of Heigang.
There we go. So Zezas has the first pick. Let's see what happens here. What he chooses to take away from Vinny. We do know he can finally get those Water Twin Angels here.
Yeah, if Zezas has a choice to pre-ban Ragdoll every single game, he would. Unfortunately, he couldn't. Belladjewel, great pick.
Yep, there's the Cigar, and there is the Chandra. Oh, he's taking it away, changing that order. Chandra is going to be the first thing that he takes with the Cigar this time. Zezas, I feel like we're going to have one of these moments where Zezas is really going to get in a groove here. He gets his Water Twin Angels for the first time here in the Ashour, and Smicer is going to be locking in here.
Ashour and Smicer are a really good pick into Vinny at this point because you know Vinny is always angling to pick his Ragdoll.
Ooh, we have the Veramos coming out here. We know Veramos is often being drafted because we see a Smicer out here. Fire Monkey King is going to get locked in by Vinny. Zezas, very quick to slam down 3 fire units here, and it is going to be the Vertiheal and that Masha. Ragdoll is instantly slammed down by Vinny.
Yeah, Veramos has to be picked because you can't just leave the Smicer unchecked.
Nope, Vertiheal's catching a ban, Ragdoll's catching a ban, 24 speed lead for both these players here. Here we go, guys. This is match number 4 between Zezas and Vinny. Water Twin Angels kicking things off, looking for a defense break potentially to stat things for this match.
This defense break is going to be huge because it's going to tell you if Smicer will strip, bomb, and also if Ashour can land an armor break.
Ooh, there's the silences, there's the stuns. Beautiful silences landing on top of the Chandra and Cigar as well. Let's see what happens. We're looking for a defense break to land early, and it did land pretty early landing on top of the Fire Monkey King.
If Fire Monkey King could proc, then he loses the armor break. Unfortunately, the armor break is not there, so that means a really low health Monkey
Look
King.
at this damage going right into this Fire Monkey King, a unit that Zezas really wants to get rid of right now, but the Hug's going to be coming out, protecting the Fire Monkey King for just a little longer.
I really like how Vinny adapted. Now, Vinny's the one taking second turn and taking the damage and taking ripping a page out of Zezas' book, taking the second turn. I love this style.
Yeah, beautiful damage going right into the Fire Desert Warrior here. And we've got Chandra with a little bit more poke damage eventually just going in. No, he wants to get the strip. He doesn't want to see any immunity on the other side of the field right now. Defense break does land on top of the Masha. We're looking at a dismounted Masha potentially.
Right now, Vinny's not looking at Smicer. Vinny's not looking at Water Twin Angels. The only units Vinny's looking at are the red units on Zezas' side right now.
Oh my god, that's a big initial turn. Drops 2 units immediately. Zezas had such a great start, but Vinny gets a round 4 victory. We're going into a game 5.
These two players both creating metas, both not taking the first turn, but taking the second turn and being able to win the game from the second turn. Amazing match.
It really was an incredible match right there. Those are your pre-bans from last time, guys. There's a lot of pressure on as we get into this match here. Heigang, Belladjewel, they are available as we get into this final match between Vinny and Zezas. New pre-bans getting locked in right here.
Unfortunately for Vinny, on this last match, he cannot pick Ragdoll, and Ragdoll being one of Zezas' scariest tools to play against.
Yep, there's that cigar. There's that ragdoll being pre-banned here as we get into round number 5. Vinny with the first pick. Are we taking those Water Twin Angels away again, Thompson?
Yeah, Vinny decided to take away the cigar because he has a secret weapon, not cigar, but Okeanos. So you're going to see an Okeanos or a Villagewell angle coming from Vinny. Villagewell being taken by Zezas means that Vinny's probably going to more depend on Okeanos.
Yeah, he's been comboing these Water Twin Angels with the Okeanos Ciara. So let's see if he continues to go down that route here for Vinny. But I do like Zezas. He has the Hagen. He has Villagewell. We know these are very, very good units that we see very, very often here in SWC. So there's the Ciara. We knew that was going to be coming out here. Let's see if he chooses to bring that Okeanos or Fire Monkey King.
Yeah, actually, the Sierra being... I kind of questioned the Sierra a little bit because I don't think Zezas, Vinny needs to pick double speed lead this early. But now that he did, now he's going to take a page off Zezas' book and pick a second turn unit in Vertihill.
Yep, there's that Chandra coming into the draft zone. Zezas now has a 24 speed lead in this draft here where Vinny has 2 of those already, so Vinny can definitely lock in that speed lead. Here, we have an Ethna showing right now for Zezas.
Picking the Vertihill early is kind of questionable, but like... because it counters the Ethna really well. Now that he picked Sonya, Sonya could kill the Ethna on the other side because the Ethna is built a little bit slow.
Yeah, Rika as a last pick there usually means it's going to be getting banned out there, and just like that, it does catch that ban. Sonya's catching the ban. 24 speed leads for both players here. Guys, this is game 5. Let's get into this one right here. Let's see if Zezas is able to take turn 1. I do believe it's the Violent Ethna, and Ethna would be going next after these Water Twin Angels.
All eyes on Vertihill to see if Vertihill crits water.
Oh, that's going to be very, very important here. Let's see if we can line up with the defense break here, kicking things off here for Vinny. And he is going to be pushing up his team, does get the full strip, but no defense break is going to be landing on top of Villagewell. Villagewell is going to be pushing up his team here.
A little misplay from Vinny. He used his third skill early because he ran out of time. He should have boosted a unit and maybe just skill 1 something so Hagen doesn't get the bar.
Here comes that capture, looking to land that on top of Ciara. Ciara's not going to get stunned up here. And we have it. There it is. Does not get the revenge attack bar with that Vertiheal.
There's also another route that Vinny could take is boosting the Ethna early and getting the Ethna out of their turn order.
Zezas looking pretty good right now. Everybody's glancing the side of Vinny right now. Ciara's looking a little low at the moment. Hug's going to be coming out. He wants to protect that Ethna here. A little bit of damage coming towards, but no stun going to be landing on top of Ciara just yet. But the additional turn from this Ethna is going to be very, very fortunate there for Zezas. Drops that Ciara right there.
So earlier when we were talking about in the draft, we were talking about Vinny using Okeanos, but because he didn't pick Okeanos, his Water Twin Angel was unable to boost the monkey into a reset. If the monkey was an Okeanos, Vinny would be not in this position right now.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of attack or pushback. 1 crit does happen there, so it does boost up Vinny's team just a little bit here. Fire Monkey was trying to land anything he could on the Chandra, not getting anything there as well. Let's see if he does some big crits there. Does get a little bit of attack bar going on to that Villagewell. Instead, looking for the defense break, does not get it there.
Yeah, but again said that Fire Monkey King slot was picked way too early. I do prefer the Okeanos a little bit more than the Fire Monkey because it made Vinny misplay and did AoE shield versus a boost to a reset.
This is looking very grim for Vinny here. Zezas looking amazing right now. Gets a Despair Stun on top of that Vertihill. No attack bar is going to be gained here. Fire Monkey King has so much work to put in.
Yeah, great match.
This is very, very bad for Vinny. Zezas looking amazing right now. I don't think he can come back with this one. The Fire Monkey trying everything. Zezas with the biggest smile here possible. He doesn't even need to really land the defense break, and he does. I think that is going to be it right here because Hagen's going to be finishing it off. Zezas with the round